Hi, I'm Robbert de Goede. I'm an architect based in Amsterdam. I'd like to show you a project I did in the Jordaan, right in the center of the city. The houses are very beautiful but small, and we found a client that lived on the outside of Amsterdam but needed a lot of space. So we found a gymnasium from a former monastery. It's like a dream for every architect. The client was very willing to work with us to get our fantasy moving. I'd like to show it to you. We built this very long hallway as a build-up to enter the house itself. And at the end of the hallway, where you have, of course, the wardrobe and every other functions you need when you enter the house. So after the hallway, you come into this beautiful space. The first thing we had to do is do the real architecture. We built a two-story house. I wanted to make a central staircase, a bit dramatic. Everything revolves around it. There's no life in a house without natural light. So we put in the skylights, about 10 of them. From the stairwell, everything evolves. We're on the ground floor, where it's a public area, where all the functions are. Upstairs, we have the private spaces, the bedrooms and the bathrooms. We have a main dining area. We have a living area here, and there's a media room upstairs. We're in the kitchen, and this is where the materialization of the building started. We have Turkish marble, there's teak wood, and we have a lot of steel available as well. When you cook, you want to look at the rest of the house, so it kind of made perfect sense to fit the stove on this side on an island, so you're always in touch with your family or visitors. The main building is a lot of hard materials. There's concrete floor, there's wooden ceiling, there's steel. This is a living area. You want to dim the sound of the place to make everything more cozy and peaceful. The rug is from Uruguayan alpaca, and you just want to lie in it all day. We put in one chair by Mies van der Rohe. When you study architect, that's one of the people you kind of admire, of course. He doesn't compromise, he does what he wants, he's the boss of the project. He had to be here. The fireplace we made from steel, and together with the wooden beams, it worked very well. Okay, now follow me to the media room. This was the equipment room of the gymnasium, of course. I turned it into a media room, and we elevated the floor. In a building like this, things keep popping up. We took down a wall, and we put in this beautiful the Padova closet, which is an Italian original. So when you stand here, the house really comes to life. The sidelines, the light going down, and actually it feels like you're standing on a stage. It's the perfect place for a media room. This is what we call in Dutch the overloop. It's a walkway. It connects every room and the bathroom on the floor. We opened the ceiling of the gymnasium, which was of course flat and dark. And then we found this steel structure. This is an incredible gift from the building. Above the square open space, we added one round shape, which is this light fixture. So this is where all the skylights bring the light in. There's 6 above the main stairwell. Everything just comes together. We're in the top of the building right now. We put in a huge skylight. Put in a big table, and we put in an additional garden. And behind it is the glass that you can see from the bathroom, which brings more natural light. And what I really like from up here is the light from the roof, the house that lies at your feet, and you have a beautiful overview. In the bedroom, we kept the interior pretty simple, because the architecture kind of does most of the work. This glass wall gives you a view of the garden and the downstairs area. And above my head, you can see the beautiful ironwork. Well, let me show you what we did in the walk-in closet. In here, I really got to play with materials. We have eucalyptus wood, and we have the see-through panels, bring some more light in the room. We have a seating area here, it's finished with leather. Of all the spaces, this is the darkest, and the dark material makes a beautiful and solid contrast with the bathroom. This is one of my favorite rooms in the house. We wanted to make it really bright, airy, 2 skylights in. Put in white materials, and this is the place where every time I had a conversation with my client about tiles or the beautiful marble, and they chose the marble, of course. And luckily we found exactly 11 matching sheets, just enough surface for the entire bathroom. This project was all about making a beautiful family home for a very nice client of mine. And I think it turned out quite nicely. Dankjewel, tot ziens.
Well, that was so much fun, but the fun doesn't have to end here. Like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for the best open house has to offer.